to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we've got everything your heart desires. The custom-made shirts, the custom-made thongs, the custom-made phone cases. Get it today, Sully Shirts, because you are never dressed until you are wearing a Sully's. Go and get it today. And don't forget, if you want to join our Discord, FormulaOCE, we've got plenty of room for you. FormulaOCE, the Discord is in the chat right now. And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel to watch all the old races where I was actually competitive, and many others. Go to a FormulaOCE YouTube channel right now. And of course, you're on the Twitch channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because it definitely helps us out here on Twitch. And don't forget our partners, Oceania Premier Sim League and Rapid Racing League.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
4 red lights, 5 red lights here at Abu Dhabi.
Alex, the final race of the season is go.
And Fanatical gets a jump start. Oh no!
P9, Reptile is damaged. Someone's got damage. Oh, that's Jagger.
That does put us, but no, can't get Emma. Does hold him off. Is there contact?
Pitchy's moved up a spot. Hey, watch out for the goat.
Round the outside of Daz. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the two.
A little bit. Attempt, but oh,
I like that.
Urban's like, nah, I'm not having that.
Pack of cars. It's a wild of hyenas here at the moment.
Oh my god. There's going to be a drama here.
to become the inside, this slight corner.
Mad Dog's going to go around the outside, is he?
Oh, it's a mess, it's a mess.
Moment again, Daz. Oh, Daz has turned red.
Again, into turn 1, there's a little bit of contact.
In a blade, oh no.
Off tyres, and Kibisive Funky he's going to take the lead of the race.
3 wide. Oh, that could even be forward.
What is this game, man?
Oh, there it is, Duck Puncher, he's won it.
Kibisive Funky has won.
Dutchy is your Tier 2 World Champion.
But Kahoot will be Tier 1 champion for Formula OCE.
This was Punjab Kebab. He's obviously starting their races. And yeah, hopefully we should see whatever it's like tonight. Donut Guy is obviously a new driver in, so we should be able to see some from him coming in. So, Cloaking, what's up, my brand? What's up, man? Alright, 2 drivers obviously coming out. The Haas and the Willies. As we just go on board with T-Bars who already hit the wall. Might be some wing damage there. So, Donut is obviously going to be the first one to set a lap flying out. So, reserve driver for the Haas. Obviously, tonight is going to be his first Grand Prix race for Formula OCE. So, looking very strong tonight. And obviously, we've had numerous words going around saying Gumbo Kebab has been practicing for 5 hours or 4 hours. So, Muckping, who we got redeemed for a hot lap. Hens. Well, Hens hasn't gone out yet, but we will put him on a hot lap when he gets out. Oh, speaking of which, he's already gone out and not coming out now. So, we've got multiple drivers going out. Only a few are still in the pits. Hens and Hines. I keep getting I don't know why I say Hines. Just the fact I have no idea. So, did T-Bar end up getting wing damage when he hit that wall? I wonder. Yes, he must have. So, Donut Guy will be the first to set a lap if he... Yeah, so he's going to be the first to set a lap Now we got Omar Rose right behind him, as well as the AlphaTauri driver, which is Boulder Eater. But, oh, I think Omar Rose is in the pits, I think. Must have had some sort of damage or contact. Right, on board with Hines. Hens. Why do I keep saying Hines? On board with Hens. Slowing down, obviously, because he has the Alpine driver dead ahead of him. Doesn't want to get caught up behind him. Alright, on board. Coming up to the first corner. Beautifully done. Rose retires from session. That's interesting. Something must have gone on. Turn 2 coming in. Beautifully done. Not too much onto the wall. Not too much on the corner. Does get DRS enabled. Beautifully coming in. How is he going to take this corner? Stream is very laggy. Don't have anything else open. Oh, hang on. I think I do. Give me a sec. There we go. Heads come through to the Stoner guy does set a 143.4 set of softs. So that's the benchmark time. Boulder Eater does go 46.8, so 3.4 seconds off from Donut. Hands coming around to the couple last. Beautifully done through this. Doesn't hit the wall or anything. GRDZ goes for 148.4. So far Donut Guy is Rose just going to see everyone take each other out. Eimerberg goes for a 141.2 in the Alpine. So Hans coming up to the final DRS. Does have the RPM behind him. He does end up going 6th. 4th, sorry, I should say. A sector goes a 140.9. So he got the slipstream from Hans. Zoltan does a 140.015. Izzy has gone with a 140.5. So, very interesting. We do have Rapid Robro on an outlap, as well as War Machine, the Wall himself. Let's just get on board with him. We will get a bit of slipstream off from Donut. Coming up to DRS. This War Machine is now on his actual lap now. Comes into the sector beautifully, doesn't hit the wall too much, as JDRZ does spin out and crash in Sector 2. He will be able to set. He will not be able to. Back on with War Machine. Beautifully through these corners. Doesn't hit the apex too much to the point where he's going to hit the wall. Comes out into the main straight. Does first sector a 35.6. How's War Machine going to go through the castle section? Doesn't invalidate that corner. Looking very close, but not invalidating. Very confident, easy and gentle, but very confident, as Rapid Row has also DNF'd as well. So we've already had 3 DNFs. War Machine coming down with the 1 minute 16.6 so far. Can he do it into the 3rd sector? Very easy onto that. Goes into 8th gear. Coming up to the DRS right now. Let's see. Does set a 141.7. So, Aston Martin in Q1 so far are 1st and 5th. Let's just get on board with Hans here for a second. He is improved. Let's see how much he improves it. He does go 6. Nearly a full second up. Get on board with Sierra and Gumbo in a second. Let's see what Hans ends up. He will not improve. He does improve with a 145, so that puts him in 7th. Oh, do have a bit of an incident back here. T-Bar does hit the wall. What's here? Zoltan, is that wing damage? He's just letting people through. So, let's get on board with Gumbo here. Gumbo has been doing a lot of practice before the session started, so let's see what he can do coming through. He is behind Sierra. There is a bit of debris. T-Bar has retired, so there was contact. Might get a bit of slipstream up from Sierra Delta right here. Onto the main straight. Let's see what he can get. Lakey got on board with Boulder. Get on, but let's just see what he ends up getting. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. He does go second fastest though. So Gumbo coming in second. Let's just get on board with Boulder here. Thomas coming in with a 140.5. Takes out one of the... In terms of time-wise, does have to hit the wall a bit. So, coming up into the final sector. Takes it nice and gently, not too rushed. That's coming up DRS right now. Let's see what time he can set. It's looking really good. It's 144. 10th fastest. So Sierra will not improve on this time, I don't think. So, can we get some race predictions in chat? I know it's only qualified Q1s. Oh! As Boulder goes too deep into the wall, doesn't break, and ends up losing his wing. Oh, that could be a lot of... That's definitely no wing there. Let's just get on board with Evil. He is on the last sector. Does go 8th fastest with a 141.8. Izzy's retired, so let's just get on board with Lev here. Lev and the Ferrari. It's had a few bad races. Singapore wasn't the greatest after that spin up with War Machine. So looking at trying to redeem himself with points tonight. Looking beautifully coming in through these corners. Very confident coming through the final sector. Full power, so he's wanting the time. Is it going to be better than a 40.5? Let's have a look. It's looking real strong. 40, that's a 41.0. It does go 6th fastest. So the only one that hasn't set a time is Farkov. But I'm a bird. So Thomas does retire, looking pretty confident in 2nd place. War Machine is going to improve from this time. Let's just have a look. Apparently that's a purple sector 1. Let's see here, coming through castle section. Beautifully done. Does not touch the wall. Zoltan's retired. He's looking pretty confident in 5th with a 141.015. Coming into this last part in Sector 2. Last corner in Sector 2. Goes onto the main. Does improve a fair bit from his original time. Looking at a 141.2 maybe? 0.3? Just depending. Front wing damage the first lap. Wanted to get time on the belt though. Decided to finish lap up, bowled it on the next one. Oh gee. That's a bit like that, JR. So he does go 7th fastest. Hens on another outlap, trying to improve on his 145. So, looking very confident for the top 15 so far. Very, very confident. Let's just hope that this sort of pace keeps it up into the 2nd and 3rd qualifying, as well as race. Did War Machine lift? I don't think he did. I think maybe he just had a bit of issue coming in through Sector 3. He was up a lot, but Gumbo, thanks for the tone straight Sierra. Ooh, almost hits the wall there. Let's just go on RPM sector. He was 3rd. With Gumbo in 2nd until Thomas did end up taking the 2nd position so far. Looking very confident in the Alfa Romeo. Hiding his pace for Q3, going to do a 36. It's a bit like that. It is a bit like that. RPM going a bit wide. Has lost a bit of time there, obviously. Yeah, so he's back. I think Sector is backing out there from that lap, if anything. Lev has retired as well. So, let's just get on board with Donut. One of the Tier 4 reserves. So far, race pace so far, qualifying pace so far is a 43.1. So he's a bit off from Evil Blade in 9th, but let's just see if he can try and improve on the time. Very confident through that corner. Coming up to Castle. No issues there. Ooh, does go a bit off. Not looking too bad. Comes into the last corner in Sector 2. Beautifully done. Doesn't hit the wall in the exit. Does improve by half a second. So, this may put him into the 42s. Mid 42. Coming up now to the main straight. Final DRS being enabled. Let's see what happens here. I'm confident. 140 so far. 141, 142, 142.3. So he still stays 10th fastest, but does improve on his time by a fair amount. Punjab does also improve on his time slightly. Boulder Eater, let's see on board with him. Actually, hang on. RPM Sector's about to... He is up on his time. I don't think it's enough to try and get into Q3. He might just have to... He might just go into pit. Everyone pretty much finished. It's just Sector in to the pits coming now. So, Izzy in Martin is looking very just behind him so far. So, will we see a 139 coming Izzy and Thomas later on in Q3? We'll find out later on. Chat, what do you reckon so far, given the qualifying pace? Who do you reckon would be looking at podium tonight? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with stream, guys. I really don't. I'm not having War Machine Net. Surely not. Izzy Thomas are looking very confident in for Q2, and we might see them on podium for Q3, hopefully. But Sector is looking very confident also, given Thomas overtaking them and stuff. So, let's just see what's. But our DNFers are obviously JRDZ, Rapid Robro, Farkoff, who at a time, unfortunately, Omo Rose, and T-Bar as well. So, top 14, who will we see go into Q3? We'll find out in a bit. Evil Blade for podium, Wang says. Got Henchman in the pipe. Henchman, what do you reckon, podium-wise? What's your prediction? Usually you have some pretty good predictions. Just waiting on someone to ready up. See, incidents. Am I gonna have to leave the game, I think? Surely. Oh, 2 people aren't ready. Okay. Ah, there we go. Now it's the countdown starting. Here I am thinking I'm gonna have to leave. Henchman. Alright, here we go. We got Henchman's predictions. Thomas, P1. Evil Blade, P2. Izzy, P3. Machine to crash out. Oh, well, you don't need to say someone's going to crash out. Come on. Alright, it's heading into Q2. Looking pretty clear so far. Yes, you are, Cards. You're doing pretty well for... Let's see what strategies are going to be out in place. Most people have gone with the mediums in Tier 3, as they do last a fair bit. So, now to see some medium at this stage. Scudiero Delta is going to be the first one to set a lap. Will War Machine get his revenge on Lev? Ooh. Well, that could be a grudge battle if that's the case, Tangawang. Might be. I don't know, predictions from Tangawang. Lev and War going at it after the crash in Singapore. So, Sierra is going out on a set of softs, so mixed strategies coming out. As let's just see, I think Evil is right. No, that's not Evil. Boulder is on a set of softs, so the front two to set a lap are on a set of softs. So this could be strategy for an early safety car, if anything. So let's just get on board with Sierra right here. Could see the first RKO in Tier 4. Both Red Bulls and Ferraris out in Q2. BV says both Ferraris and Red Bulls are out from Q2. Well, one Red Bull is already out, so... T-Bar, two of the biggest Tier 4 juggernauts go tip to tip in Snakes and Ladders grud match for the ages. That could be it. It could be it. Alright, let's just get on board with Sierra right here. So he will be the first to set a benchmark lap in Q2. Henchman thinking more will give him RKO out of nowhere. So, setting up 36.9 so far. So, the McLaren driver by himself on track, or by himself this race. Let's just see, because oh, he does get wing damage in Castle. That will hurt his time majorly. Boulder is right behind him. Ooh, does get a bit of wheel spin at the back. Ooh, Sierra does retire on track. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous there, Sierra. I don't know if that's... Well, let's get back on Boulder. He's going to be the first to set a lap. So, soft runners, 143.5. But I'm a Bird beats it with a 145.9 on the set of mediums. Let's just get on board with the War Machine. Or Izzy Fizzy set it to a 140.9. Beats it by a whole second off from I'm Bird on a set of mediums. On board with War Machine. What will he set? Benchmark. Third position, 142.5. But Evil Blade does beat him with a 140. Oh, everything's happening. Gumbo with a 140.6 on a set of softs. Okay, Tangawane, does it have to be old wrestlers or new wrestlers? So, Lev, so next one, what will his benchmark time be? 5th position, 142.4 in a set of mediums. Nah, it's gonna be The Rock, T-Bar. So, Gumbo on the set of softs, he doesn't want to burn them out too much. Otherwise he will have less grip when it comes to race. But in saying that, he might be banking for an early safety car. Henchman, are you talking about penalty for the Sierra? Oh, it's Heinz. Heinz ends up DNFing just before Castle. So, Henge crashing it out, I should say. As we do have Punjab on his lap right now. Alright. Well, I don't know if anyone's clipped that, but if anyone's gonna clip that one, then that's all good. Hench. So, coming up into the first sector. Coming into the 4th corner, beautifully done. Coming up to 5th, nicely done. Doesn't get too far into the wall. Does set a 35.7, so looking very confident so far. He is on the set of softs, so he might be banking for an early safety car as well. Coming into Castle, no dramas there whatsoever as Gumbo does retire. Gumbo, yeah, no, I don't think you would have, mate. If anything, that would have been a good shot if it was. Coming up from the last corner, last part of Sector 2 with a 117.0. Coming up to main straight. Very cool. Oh, it does come close to this. Beautifully done through that sector, I must say. Coming up into the DRS zone. What time will he set? It's a 142.1 dead. So 5th fastest with his... And just beats his Ferrari counterpart in P6. Very, very confident there. A sector, he is on his outlap right now. Coming up onto the main straight. He is on the set of mediums. What is he going to set? Will he beat Gumbo's time? He does! He beats it on the set of mediums. Proving that the mediums are still quicker than the softs, obviously. Let's just get on board RPM sector here. Still needs to set a time. Coming up first sector, looking very confident. Does have a bit of traffic ahead, but Thomas is going to let him through. As he go look through this corner. Beautifully done. No contact onto the wall. What about this corner right here? Beautifully done. No. Beautifully. Does set a 36 seconds onto that sector. So, nicely done through this area. No left onto the wall whatsoever. What about castle section? Beautifully, beautifully done. Very confident coming into this. This may be positioning for pole in Q2 so far. Does have a bit of traffic ahead of him. Zoltan still needs to set a lap, obviously. We'll get on board with him next, as well as Donut Guy. Punjab. That is Gumbo Kebab's mate. Oh my rose. Coming into the DRS, what is this time gonna be? Will he beat Thomas's 140.5 on the set of mediums? He doesn't. So Alfa Romeo are second and third. Zoltan is on his outlap right now. Let's just get on board with Donut Guy. Ooh, looking very itchy in that one. Oh, he does spin. Oh, manages to keep his wheel but loses his wing. Jesus. Would have been a good time if he didn't lose his... Could have sent it to Toronto for review. That was almost a good lap there, Donut. Almost. Let's just get on board with War Machine. Actually, you know, Zoltan. Zoltan's setting his lap on mediums. Looking very confident. Thomas retiring from session. Looking very confident in P1 on that set of mediums. Same with Izzy as well, retiring in Q2. Zoltan coming into the main straight with DRS. Let's just see what his time is going to be. It's a P5 for Zoltan. With a 141.2. So far, Q2 looking very interesting. No one has broken into the 139 so far. War Machine is on his... He has improved majorly by almost a second. Will he improve and secure his spot into Q3? He does by going 6th fastest. 141.4. So he has gone on to that set of mediums. Set of softs, I should say. So, Sector is going to try and improve on his lap, but let's just get on board with Boulder Eater. He has improved majorly. Ooh, he has a bit of contact there. He has got his wing, has he? Yes, he has. Boulder Eater, he has lost a bit of wing there, so he's probably going to have a bit of issues trying to get him into Q3, if anything. But Donut is on an outlap. He is trying to set a time so he can get into Q3. Duck Puncture, changing my prediction. So, as RPM Sector goes fastest with a 140.2. So Alfa Romeo have got P1 and P3. Oh, no! Lev goes second fastest with a 142.2. 0.03. 2 seconds off from Sector. That is close. War goes P1, P2, P... Duck Puncher, why do you always say that War Machine's going to take all 3 positions? This isn't Doctor Strange. He's not got alternate universes. So, finishing up, I'm a Bird has finished, as well as Boulder. So, Evil Blade does go 9th fastest. Punjabi Kebab with 8th. RPM Sector, obviously. I don't know if he's trying to improve on his lap or if he's just trying to get into pits. He doesn't want to be burning those softs out too much, otherwise he's not going to have enough grip and tire grip for the race, obviously. One can only dream. One can only dream. Sector does slow down, so he wasn't trying to improve, obviously. This donut guy is trying to set a lap. Will he get into Q3? 142, 143. Does go 11th fastest, so don't think that's going to be enough for Q3. But a solid effort from Donut after that crash beforehand, obviously. Where's Lev at? Yep, he's just going into the pits. So, Sector, Lev, and Thomas are, so far, podiums at this point. The man who's 2 seconds faster than eSport drivers is out in Q2. This is going to be interesting for Sector because he is on, as confirmed, 4 lap old soft. So I don't know if whether or not that was worth it at that point. That's interesting. I mean, he did set a 140.7. And got a warning, so if he had set a 140.7, that would have put him 4th. This is going to be interesting. But Imabird does end up getting into Q, so where are we? Everyone, who do you think is obviously going to get podium? Pole positioning tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get your predictions in. Pole position for Q3. Who do we think is going to get it? Omar Rose, Izzy. I saw Izzy, yeah, they're looking confident. Thomas obviously look confident on that set of mediums starting on, so as War Machine is going to be the first out, I think. Yeah, War Machine's going to be the first one out. Easy Reaper saying Zoltan on for podium tonight. Duck Puncher, obviously Thomas, he's saying. Guys, obviously, if you want to use your points and everything to do, for anyone to do a hot lap, there's your chance to put them through. We'll set a, we'll make a list of something. But War Machine is going to be the first out to set a benchmark time. Could we see War Machine get a top 5 start? He was very confident in Singapore. He did have that crash with Lev. Got Duck Puncher with a hot lap for Thomas. So obviously we've got a grudge match. Oh, fuck off, has left the session. I don't know what's going on there. We do have a bit of a grudge match potentially with Lev and War Machine after the multiple spins and crashes that they had in Singapore last week. So this could be interesting. Thomas is just letting through the AlphaTauri driver behind him go through. Henchman still saying Thomas for pole. Thomas is trying to get some gap between him. Izzy Fizzy is right behind him, so let's just stay on board with Thomas, but we'll keep an eye on War Machine at the same time as well. As Thomas activates the DRS into the main straight. Using plenty of battery in that sector. Coming up to second corner. Beautifully done, doesn't touch the wall or anything. Activates DRS onto the main straight as well. As we do have a crash. Is that War Machine losing the front wing? Yes, it is. So War Machine has lost the front wing, and Punjab has also DNF'd. It is all happening in the castle section. Oh, lap data. Cheers to that, Rose. Thomas does have a fair bit of... He does have the AlphaTauri driver ahead of it. As Evil Blade does crash out. We've got 3 crashes and 2 DNFs in Castle. It is brutal. So Imabird sets a 141.6 as a benchmark for the Alpine in that set of softs. Coming into the last part of the sector onto the main straight. What shall we see from Thomas? Lev got a 140.7, hasn't broken the 39 mark. Comes in the main, let's see what he ends up getting. He's not going to break the 139s. He does set a 140.3 though. 0.4 up from Lev. It's Izzy Fizzy sets a time at a 140.9. So top 3 drivers so far have set beautiful times. Let's just get on board with Gumbo here. Tangwayne oil on the track, surely. Tangwayne does set a 140.4. They're second fastest for the Alfa Romeo driver. Zoltan is going to be on his outlap, so let's just have a look at him for a second. Easy Reapers. Prediction for tonight, Zoltan. Will we see him on for pole positioning? Looking beautifully in that corner. Onto the main straight. No contact. So 2 Alfa Romeo drivers dead ahead do end up having a bit of contact, I think. Beautifully into this sector. What is he going to settle on? He sets a 35.0. Does get a bit of curb on that one. Beautifully into this into the corner. Doesn't invalidate. What's he going to be like in Castle? Oh, he almost hits the wall there. He saves it. He almost hits the wall and castle, but he manages to save it. He's trying to be just as aggressive coming through. Coming into the last sector, onto the main straight. What are we looking here? He does have low fuel, whether or not it will affect him or not. Let's see what he ends up getting. Main DRS activated. Let's see, will he break the 130? He's looking confident in 141.1, so it goes 5th fastest. On board with RPM sector. Don't know, Tang. We'll get on board with War Machine. But let's just have a look at... Just keep an eye on both of them for a second. Looking very confident into the first sector there. What's War Machine looking like? Onto the main straight. DRS activated. War Machine. Will we see War Machine in top 5 with his Aston Martin counterpart? Does lift it through there. Beautifully done. Doesn't hit the wall too much. Gets in nice and steadily. How are we looking through here? Sector looking very confident. Let's just see what his time is going to be into the sector 2. Coming in beautifully, 115.4, so definitely faster so far. Will we see sector up? War Machine coming through, doesn't have any issues coming through the castle section onto the main straight. Let's just get back on board with sector. Let's just see if he ends up beating Thomas's time on the set of softs. He's looking like he's gonna, he does set a 139.9. So sector beautifully beats the 140s and now in the 139s. So Alfa Romeo is both first and third, sorry. War Machine out on the main DRS straight now. Henchman will wall crash. Sportsbet has him at $1.05. I'll put a bet on that one. No, I'm kidding. War Machine, he's going to set a 141.4, so he does go 7th. So Zoltan does split the 2 Aston Martin drivers. It's Gumbo looking on an outlap now. Will he beat Thomas's 140.3? Want to become famous? No. No. Tangawang Sportsbet also has Rose at 110 for first spin. Oh, come on, guys. Don't have to be so mean to Rose. No need to be so mean. War Machine almost ends up getting into the wall over there. Izzy Fizzy is on an outlap, so he's trying to improve on Lev's time by the looks of it. It's going to be for pretty much motors. PM sector does go to 139.9. So he does improve. So sector is trying to secure his spot into P1. Thomas is out on an outlap. Let's just get on board with Gumbo. Gumbo is looking at trying to put the Alfa Romeo into Q2, into P2 or P1. If anything, that means Thomas would be back down to P3. But either way, beautifully done through the corner. Doesn't hit the wall. Beautifully in. Will he improve? Does improve. So Gumbo is nearly into the 39s. Just stay on board with Gumbo for a second. Oh, he crashes out! Crashes out! That is not good for the Alfa Romeo. It does put Ironbird in a... Ooh. Ironbird does have low fuel. So... let's just get on board with Thomas here. Oh, hang on, T-bar. How's that? Did that end up working, T-bar? So Gumbo has crashed. Thomas, though, looking at trying to improve. Will he knock down the Alfa Romeo driver? He does improve in Sector 2. The man's done well in Singapore. Will he do it in Q3 for Baku? He does set a 139. He does! He beats it! 139.7. Ironbird does have losing that fuel, obviously. So that's it. Thomas will go P1. And Lev ends up getting P3 as well, so he knocks the Alfa Romeo driver out last second. That is going to be an interesting race, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be interesting. Will Thomas go for back-to-back wins? He did well in Singapore. Will he continue his in Baku or Azerbaijan? Obviously, Evil Blade and Punjab, which is in the Ferrari, did not set a time in crashing out, so... I don't know what audio did that. Well, I can't... Is that better? Surely. I don't know what else to do. It's never happened before. For now. Hench, I appreciate it. Oh. Soft runners are obviously a lot of trouble. Could be a one-stopper, mediums to hards, or mediums to softs back to mediums. So... position change, stops, tires... tolerance. Alright, I am not touching my remote, if that's the case. Donut and Boulder obviously have disqualified, so something's happened at the back. So, Thomas is looking really good on these set of mediums, because obviously he does have the advantage of grip as well as less tire wear compared to the soft runners. So RPM, Lev, and Gumbo, all in the set of softs, will be under pressure from the medium runners in 5th, 6th, and 7th. Obviously, Thomas is the favourite so far from chat, being the prediction of podium. But we do have it's just the stream catching up, mate. There is a bit of a well, it's not a storm, but there is a bit of rain hanging around me, so it could be just that, but I could be wrong. It is Queensland after all, and the weather here is very unpredictable, so Tang Wang thinks Rosa to get driver of the day. Rose is starting from 18th, but it is Baku and anything could happen. So we could see Rose, T-Bar, and the rest of the drivers catch up. We got multiple disqualifications at the back. It's not looking good so far. So, obviously, Farkov, which is in the lead for the Haas, for Constructors as well as Drivers' Championships. He is starting from 17th. So, this could be something. As we're just getting ready for everyone lining up. Just waiting on the final couple of drivers. Here we go. It's 5 lights. And away we go. Thomas does get a very good start. He's trying his best to try and get in front of Sector still. Comes into the first corner. Lev does end up overtaking Sector. There's a bit of contact at the back as Rapid Robo does end up DNFing. Massive contact for the Mercedes. Bit of lap change. Everything seems pretty. T-Bar does have a 5-second penalty for quarter cutting. Gained 1 place. Izzy's looking very... Everything seems very clean so far. As there is a bit of contact at the back. Who is that? It's Omar... No, it's not Omar Rose. It's Hens. Is that Hens? Oh, there's too much going on. Thomas does stay in first, so there is a bit of backage at the back. But Boulder Eater and Rapid Robro are out. And there is a safety car. So Omar Rose is up positions, as well as T-Bar, but T-Bar does have a 5-second penalty for gaining 1 position. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yes. So pretty much no changes, but Gumbo Sector did go down. Sector and Lab did switch positions, but everything else in terms of 4th to 8th has stayed the same. Farkov obviously up 7 positions, originally in 17th. Do we see the soft runners go in for... So the soft runners are going to come in for a change of mediums. Lev and Sector. As Gumbo does end up staying out on that set of softs. Same with War Machine. Strategies. Everyone at the back obviously a lot of people at the back obviously going out for a fresh set of mediums. This could be strategy here. As Sector, Donut, Evil, and Hands all go on a fresh set of mediums. As Punjab gets a 5-second penalty for severe collision with JRDZ. But, on a plus side, Rose is up into 9th position. So that's looking really, really good for Rose. And we'll just get... Punjab gets a 5-second penalty, obviously. But Rose is up 9 positions. Fuck off, obviously up 10th. So, this could be... This is interesting because obviously Thomas is still out. Same with Gumbo. Are they looking at trying... Is Gumbo looking at trying to obviously get that set of softs out as much as he can and bank on another safety car coming up? This could be interesting. War Machine is up in 6th, so he has gained up 2 position, but as I said, he is on that set of softs, and it wouldn't be... It's not going to be any good later on the race, obviously. Zoltan's looking pretty trigger happy over there next to Izzy. Just wants to get going. So, interesting start. Only 2 drivers, obviously, that have DNF'd. Ironbird's going in. Obviously, changing to that. So a new set of mediums, I believe. Yes. A lot of people going in, so we've got Ironbird's in, War Machine's in, and JRDZ is in as well. Both Alpines are in as well. So that's a wing change for JRDZ. T-Bar is in 10th, but does have a set of softs on. So only 3 drivers out on the track so far have got softs. T-Bar, Punjab, as well as Gumbo. Could we see the soft runners trying to get a head start these next couple of laps? Because obviously they haven't had that much wear on the tyres yet. As War Machine's DNF'd? What's happened? The War. Contact at the back, maybe? The War Machine himself has left. That is... Hens brake checked. Well, if you got it recorded, mate, obviously you can submit it through to the stewards. Safety car is in this lap. But the main spoke so far is obviously Farkoff and Rose are up 12 and 11 positions. Let's just get on board with Thomas over here, leading the safety car pack. Will he try and get a bit of a head start off from Gumbo? He's holding everyone up, and he gets a bit of a start. Gumbo does see it, as well as Izzy is trying to go into the corner as well. Will he get in front of Gumbo? Oh, he doesn't, but it's a bit of a ballsy move there as Farkov gets to the 4th position. Up on Zoltan. Zoltan's right next to him, trying to defend the position. Lev is in 6. With Omar Rose in 7, coming up now. Punjab is trying to look at Rose. As Rose trying to look at Lev on the outside. Let's see if Rose can do it. Coming in too deep as Farkov and Zoltan do end up fucking in terms of crashing. Rose is in 4th. As Punjab looking behind Rose, and will this be a safety car? Don't think it will. Farkov has gone down. He did have positions before, but did have contact with Zoltan. As the Ferraris are battling it out right now. And we're looking through Castle. Everyone seems pretty jiffy through here. No issues. No issues, obviously, I think. RPM sector is at the back, so something happened there. But Rose is in, as Farkov does end up DNFing. Oh no! This has put championship. This has put championship battle away from Farkov. This is interesting. Because then if Thomas ends up winning this, he will have points to catch up. And Omar Rose is in 3rd. From last to 3rd. What is going on here? Rose is in for podium. This is messy. Could literally only have 2 safety cars so far, and yeah, we do. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Zoltan and RPM sector. So Punjab as well as sector have gone on that set of hards. War Machine, I think he just... Bit of contact on safety car, Chris. He DNF'd out on safety. Yeah. So everyone's on the set of mediums, apart from 2, which are on set of hards. But Frizy, if you're watching this, mate, Red Bull have gone from last to 3rd. With the greatest comeback to see so far. "15 drivers left. 4 DNF'd under 2 safety cars. So we're just waiting up on sector here. He is catching up to the rest of the grid. Safety car will probably come in next lap. But this could not go any better for Thomas. So Evil Blade does come in, as well as Hens. Looking at going on a set of mediums. I think Hens had ended up... Hens is on a fresh set of mediums. Evil Blade going on a fresh set of softs. This could be interesting. Evil Blade might actually be banking for another safety car. Gumbo and T-Bar have both got fresh set of mediums. Punjab has got fresh set of hards, Zoltan fresh set of mediums, RPM Sector on fresh set of hards, Evil on fresh set of softs, and fresh set of mediums for hens. So from 1st to 8th is pretty much all. Gumbo almost had contact with JRDZ for a second there. T-Bar, rain in 10 minutes. Ooh, this could be interesting. Duck Punch, I bet my house and family on another safety car. So, we do have confirmation from multiple drivers that rain will be happening in 10 to 15 minutes. Safety car does come in this lap. Yet again, Thomas obviously in the front. Thomas is leading the grid yet again, has not changed positioning. The Mercedes driver looking very confident so far. 6 laps in, 20 laps to go in Baku. Rain at Baku. Yeah, no, it's rain in Baku it's dangerous. Damn, it looks like I'll be keeping my house and family. So, Thomas obviously getting a very great start. No issues back there, but Lev is looking at Omar Rose right now, and Rose is looking at Izzy. Will we see Rose trying to get Izzy onto the next corner? Rose using every bit of skill that she's got, trying to get past Izzy Fizzy. Will she do it in the same corner? It's going to play it safe for now. Ooh, Izzy does have a bit of contact with the wall on the left-hand side. Rose does back out. Evil Blade spins out. Virtual, maybe? So Omar Rose is looking very steady in third, but does have Lev coming up as Gumbo does end up overtaking Sierra. It's a battle for 7th and 8th continuing. Oh, contact with Punjab and JRDZ. So Imabet overtakes Donut. Ooh, bit of contact there from Donut. T-Bar ends up getting an overtake, and Donut Guy has retired. There's a bit of there's contact. Another safety car. Can we get a full lap in? Oh God. We've had 3 safety cars in essentially 8 laps. Guys. What is this? Duck confirms family stays. Chris, I don't know what we're watching, honestly. I don't know how to explain it. Take away in safety car simulator. Oh, it's happening. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Only in Tier 4 do we get to see 3 safety cars in 8 laps. At this rate, we're going to run out of safety cars. T-Bar gets a 5-second penalty. Severe collision with Sierra. I don't know if that was intentional contact or if that was just something that may have been a miscommunication. May have to turn down safety car from next week. Yeah, no, you're good, Frizy. You're good. And I think it's 4 safety cars per race. 4 safeties and 4... Yeah, 4 safety cars and 4 virtuals. Yeah. But Rose has gained a position up into P2. Frizy is going to be happy with this. So at this stage, we've had 3 safety cars in... As I'm a Bird has a bit of issues at the back. Has gone down a few positions under safety car. Oh. But I think, Frizy, if you're still watching, I think it's just been the content, like the actual crash itself. As who's that going into pit? T-Bar ends up going into pit. So the Red Bull drivers have made a very large comeback. So we'll just have a look at penalties. Obviously, that's their penalties. So Rose has gone up 16 positions. Will we see a surprise podium from the Red Bull driver? Chat, what do we think? I mean, I know it's only lap 9, but still, do we see a surprise podium from Rose? It can only get better. As JRDZ is up 10 positions as well. So, JR with his first race for the night. And obviously for OCE, his first race, he is up 10 positions. As this could be, this could change. If rain is coming, then you know this will only make it even more harder. Everyone, so Omar Rose and Zolt and Thomas have not done their stops yet. Safety cars because lads are impatient trying to make it 47 spots in one corner. Yeah. So Omar Rose and Thomas obviously are on 8-lap-old mediums. The safety car is in this lap yet again. We're looking here. Lev is in 3rd position. Has gained a fair bit. Looking at trying to gain on Rose. They had a good battle coming into the first and sector 7. First and second sector. Let's get on board with Rose here. As Thomas does get a bit of a head start off from Rose, but Rose is trying to catch up. Lev is a fair bit behind Rose. So Rose getting a beautiful start from Lev. Almost a second up. As Izzy is up in 8th position. Does get the overtake on Sector. Sector does have contact. Punjab with contact on Sector. Oh, he does miss the turn. It's not looking good. I'm a Bird going in on Zoltan. Let's just get on board with Evil Blade. See what this position here. Looking very iffy up at the front. Oh, gee. Zoltan just misses it. Punjab trying to get the... Oh, hands wins damage. On that corner. Lev is gaining up on Rose. Izzy does get the overtake on Sierra. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, bit of late braking. This Punjab does end up. Oh, this is only going to end well, not well. Oh god. I'm a bird looking behind Sierra on that fresh set of softs, trying to get past. Bit of contact there by the sounds of it. I'm a bird does end up getting them to P8, but Rose is holding off from Lev. Hens does end up getting overtaken by T-Bar, but they do have that. Oh, someone lost their win up front. That could be Sultan. If I can get a good wing. Yes, Sultan. Sierra does end up having wing damage. Oh, there's contact. Oh, there's contact between the AlphaTauri and also the McLaren. Beautifully done, Izzy. Izzy gets the overtake on JRDZ. Duck Puncher, 1 full lap. As there is another... JRDZ does hit the wall on that, so Punjab is up into 6th position, gaining on Izzy. Let's just get back on board with Lev over here. There was a good battle going on with Lev. Rose is 1.9, roughly 1.9 away from Thomas. But Lev is trying to catch up for 2nd position. I'm a bird and JR, so both Alpine drivers end up getting the switch. Looking very clean in this lap so far. Gumbo is half a second off from Lev. The Alfa Romeo driver is trying to catch up into a podium position here. This is looking really tight. As Rose does end up gaining position away from Lev. So Rose is gaining time slowly. She does have a little bit less ERS, or they have the same amount of ERS. Is DRS going to activate tonight? As DRS does get enabled. Zoltan and Evil Blade are going into the pits by the looks of it. Same with JRDZ. This sector will get up position. Zoltan with a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. That is not good. Lev is gaining time slowly on Rose. Lev's set in the purple sector in that corner. As we're a safety car, sector is out. Is that going to be another safety car? It is! It is! Oh, no! Oh. Guys. What is going on? 4 safety cars in 12 laps. Hens gets a drive-through penalty for speeding up the safety car. Duck, you can't call it. You can't. No, it's lap 12, Chris. Lap 12. And we've had technically... We had 2 laps. So we had 2 laps. This... Guys, what is going on? At this rate, everyone's going to get points. So, will Rose and Thomas go into pits? Oh, no, Thomas! Thomas not looking to go in. Scummer Kebab is in the pits. Alright guys, let's just not talk about that anymore, alright? Leave it for chats. Alright, we've still got the rest of the drivers on the grid that we should be looking at. Oh my god. Yeah, Tangway, this has to be a record, surely. Surely. As Gumbo has gone out in intermediates. Huh. How far away is the rain from? Can we get someone confirming from... Guys, come on, drop it. Come on. Sierra does go in for intermediates as well. Could this be a late strategy? I don't see how intermediates at that stage is... Alright, give me a second. How's that, guys? Excuse me. So. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's not... No? Okay, I think that sorted it. I think it might be just my internet and stuff because... I don't know. Alrighty. Hopefully this works. I'm thinking I'm having a bit of issues on my end. I don't know why I am, but... Sorry about that, guys. Do apologize. Might need to invest in a better headset or something at this point. So. Yeah, it's all good, Frizy. I do apologize for all this, guys. So. Is this light rain? Can we get someone confirming who's racing so far? Is that rain that I'm seeing? Surely. At this stage, Thomas and Rose, with Lev... I mean, there shouldn't be any more safety cars, but... I mean, that is the last... Oh, there's a bit of rain. I see it. Cheers for that, Thomas. Rain any minute now. I do see some drops coming up, so... This is it. This is going to be interesting. Rain in Baku. With essentially half the race to go. Are we going to see drivers coming in full a set of intermediates? Punjab, I'm a bird, T-Bar, Evil, all in for sets. Might be changing there. They are going instead of intermediates. This is going to be interesting. Is this going to be a good call? Front runners may need to come in for... Guys, in chat, come on. Don't want any negativity going through on the in Twitch, please. Alright. War Machine, don't... Oh, Jesus Christ, guys, come on. Yes, henchman, let's get ready to rumble. Come on, guys. Just... Come on. Henchman, trying to boost up the chat here for a sec. Henchman, what's your prediction? Should top 3 end up going in for set of intermediates? Do you think they're ready? Hens is gonna win even with drive-through. Ooh, the Red Bull team principal calling in. Yeah, well, Doc, it's all good. Let the admins and all that sorted out, mate. All right. Safety car is in this lap. Again. God knows how many time. This is interesting. I mean, 8th to 13th are on set of intermediates. Gumbo and 5th on a set of intermediates. Is this strategy, do we see the rain getting heavier any moment? Or will the medium runners be able to stay out? So, Thomas does get a good start from one. Lev is looking onto the left of Rose. There's a bit of contact there with Rose and Lev. Gumbo does get into 4th position off from Izzy. Lev with a bit of contact to the wall. So Gumbo is now in 3rd position. Lev trying to hold up 4th from Izzy. Will Lev be able to hold him off onto the corner? No. Izzy's going to pull out from there. As Lev does end up not taking the corner. What's going on here? Oh, contact between Zoltan and Evil. Medium runners are having some struggle at the back there. I don't know how this strategy is going to work. Do have a bit of contact at the back as T-Bar and I'm a Bird. Ooh. Gee. Oh, guys, come on. What is going on? Omar Rose is down to the 6, so has had a bit of a slip, and it's another safety. That's 5 safety cars. Is that 5 safety cars? That's 5 safety cars. Wait, hang on. So, is that chat? Is that 5? Or do we have a virtual before? Nah, surely not. Guys, everyone is going to... And Thomas is out. Thomas is out. Yeah, Hench, that's 5. I thought so. Thomas in chat. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate for the loss. So I'm a Bird does also end up spinning out. Everyone's gone for that set of intermediates. They must be getting that bad. Can we call the race now, man? Oh. Ray ends in 5 minutes. I don't know what's going on here, guys. This is just... I'm not calling the race. Just because half the grid is gone. I'm not doing it. That's not fair on every other driver, then. So, 5th safety car. Gumbo does end up taking the lead. Let's just get details for penalties. Hens has got a drive-through and is in 5th. Hens is not going to be able to finish the race at this stage if this keeps going the way it is. Because he'll have a drive-through penalty. What's that, a 10-second or a 5-second? So... T-Bar, out of nowhere, has gained 16 positions. BV, bring home some money so we don't have to eat another cat. What? What? Jesus. So we've had... Zoltan has... Evil Blade has 6 stops. Has had 6 stops. T-Bar is the new Rose. Zoltan does go in. Is that some wing damage from Zoltan? Not quite sure. Omar Rose is up in 7th. So there was a bit of a spin or a contact before with Omar Rose, and she has gone back down positions, but... What are you on about, BV? Jesus. So, we've got a bit of a change of grid now. Again. It's... At this stage, if one driver does end up losing it, everyone is going to be getting points. At this stage, everyone is looking at points. Apart from one driver. I don't know how to explain this, chat, honestly. I do not know how to explain this. I have never seen any more DNFs, like, in a period. As both Kebab Boys, I just realised, are in P1 and P2. This is... Punjab, with his first ever race for OCE, Formula OCE, is in 2nd. A safety car does come in this lap. We've got, what, 8 laps to go. 8 laps. And if the rain continues, it continues. But we have someone saying that it's going to be in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So T-Bar looking at trying to get Good start off as Zoltan gets a 5-second penalty for for collision with Evil. Lev and JR, there's a bit of skedaddle going here. Ooh, contact at the front with Hens and Izzy. As JR does go wide, Evil. Oh god, what is going on? Will everyone just hold up? As Evil Blade does have contact at the front. It's all happening here for the back runners. Is that wing damage? I can't tell because there's no view. Yep, there's contact with JR again. Zoltan trying to go on the outside or inside of Evil. It's not gonna happen. The Williams is trying to get his pass. Evil. It's just... What is going on here? Oh, and on stops. Position change. Let's just go position change for a time being. Gumbo has gained 3. Punjabi has gone 8 on his first ever race for OCE. T-Bar up 16. Sierra is up on 10. Izzy has only gained 1, but was originally in P3 or 4 beforehand. I can't remember. Omar Rose has gone up into 6, but does have Lev right behind her. Ooh, Lev does end up hitting the wall there with a contact. Ooh, as Lev tries to keep it up. Is that another safety? Please, no. 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 It can't be another safety. No, it's not. Lev did have a bit of contact, so Zoltan is trying to get past. Omar Rose is battling through the grid. Oh, Izzy has gone onto the side. Omar Rose does end up getting the good spot. Izzy does go into pits. Omar Rose is staring down the barrel of Sierra. Bit of contact on the wheel there. It's not too bad. Rose did lose a position off from JRDZ. Blocked in. What was that? That has... Oh, I think Rose is going to clip that one. Zoltan has spun it out on second corner. Izzy, Lev, and Hans are all in the pit. So Hans... Has he served his drive-through penalty? Yes, he has. Is that... I don't know whose wing breed that is. So Rose is looking at trying to get past JR as well as Sierra. So that it's battling for 4th, 5th, and 6th. As Gumbo does get a considerable lead on second position right now. So the Kebab boys, 1 and 2. Yeah, I know, Sector. I saw. That's what I mean. If Rose wants to put that through, Rose can put that through. But that was a bit of dirty driving there, I think. Sierra... Ooh, Rose is just trying her best right now. As JR does get the overtake on Sierra. Sierra does end up hitting the wall right in front of him. At this stage, it is just a battle for survival at this point. As Gumbo and Punja both go in to the pits. T-Bar's in the pits. Contact at the back. So what's that? That would be set of softs now. So obviously track has dried up a considerable amount. DRS has been enabled. So Rose did get a bit of contact with Sierra. Does not have a wing. Rose just trying. Where will Rose end up getting out on this point? Gumbo does maintain his lead. JRDZ does not go in for a set of softs. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers. Oh, as JR does end up getting a bit of a spin there. The Kebab boys are back onto the top of the grid again. T-Bar just gently going into the sector. Does not want to risk spinning out, as the track may be a bit slippery. So Sierra does get in front of Omar Rose, but Sierra is using a lot of the ERS. Rose has got plenty left in the tank still. Oh, Sierra does go a bit wide on that corner. So at this stage, Lev is trying... Ooh, another crash, and that's... JRGZ is out! There's no safety cars left, so... Rest of the track will keep going. Ooh. So JR, on his first race for OCE, does not end up getting anything there. Tang Wayne, the snack pack 1 and 2. So, if Izzy and Lev go in now, this means that Rose will get 4th position. Oh, what was Lev doing? What was that? Okay, I don't know how to explain that one, but Rose is in 4th? Rose is in 4th. BV, you can't write this. you can't write this, no. Hens does go into the pits. New wing for Hens, as well as Softs. So it's 5-second lead on Punjab. T-Bar does have, what's the lead? 17 seconds he needs to catch up on. But the back two are pretty much minute 18. Oh, Jesus, Hens. So, there is a considerable gap on everyone now. Sierra is still a fair bit behind, but I don't think it's enough to try and catch up to Omar Rose. So at this stage, Rose just needs to survive. So there's a bit of a... Izzy and Lev are pretty much closest as well. So everyone seems to have got a gap on each other. But at this stage, Rose and T-Bar have gained the most amount of positions in the whole entire grid. So the Williams and the Red Bull TPs are going to be loving this race. Major points for both teams. As Gumbo does end up spinning out, so Gumbo does have contact. Which means that Punjabi is going to gain up on him. And Sierra does have no wing, so Izzy does go on the overtake on Sierra. So Lev again with no wing. I see, it feels like every lap someone has no wing. Jeez. So, if T-Bar ends up miraculously doing something the next 3 laps, there could be a possible podium for Rose. Possible. But at this stage, Punjab has to catch up to Gumbo if he wants to get this podium. Doesn't look like Gumbo has had any considerable damage on Punjab. So he has gained... Punjab has only gained 2 seconds off. So at this stage, it does seem pretty relaxed. At this stage, with 2 laps to go. Hens with points, that's it, Muckpeen. Hens with points. But it's gonna be... Williams have both got teams in there, in the top 10. So both Williams will get points. Both Red Bulls will get points. And both Ferraris will get points as well. This is looking really good for 3 teams. For the Constructors' Chair. Oh, and Zoltan does get a bit of a lift on that one, as Gumbo sets a 142.9. So, question is, will Gumbo's mate Punjab, or as Sierra does end up hitting the wall, will this give enough for Zoltan to catch up? Dang away, still enough for 5 more safety cars. As Zoltan is catching up on Sierra. Sierra has slowed down. Oh, God, why does this look so bad? No. As Rose has gained a considerable amount of time on T-Bar. Just having a look here. Gained a lot of position. Coming into the second last lap. It's not... Gumbo is going to hold off from the Ferrari driver right behind him. But Sierra does end up getting overtaken by Zoltan. Hens looking at P8 so far. So, at this stage, everyone is looking comfortably. But, Punjab Kebab is 3.3, so has gained 0.3 of a second on Gumbo on that last lap. As we come in, go back to P7. What's up, Frizy? About P7? So Sierra taking it nice and gently into that corner. But the Red Bulls, Rose gaining so much position as well as Hans. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Frizy. Gumbo. And Sierra's out! Sierra's out in the last lap! Well, second last lap for Sierra. No! So, is that no points? I don't know. But Hens and Gumbo is going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Still classified stock. Okay, okay. Punjab, with his first ever race for OCE, will go second. That is amazing. It's like Rose! Rose is DNF'd! Rose has done the kangaroo on the last lap. Rose! This means... Oh no! Gumbo gets a 20-second time penalty for obviously ignoring yellow flags. How is that possible? Oh, Zoltan hits the wall in there. He just needs to survive. Just survive it. But Hens, with a massive race for the Red Bull, will go far into the points. But Gumbo will get P1. He will get P1. Punjab P2. And T-Bar with P3. But Gumbo with his first win. The race. We've had 5 safety cars in the first 4 laps, and T-Bar gets driver of the day. But we've had 5 safety cars with not even 20 laps in. BV with P3 for Dad. This is... PV with the we can eat tonight. This has been a race and a half. It has been. So obviously let's get so Gumbo would obviously still keep his P1. It was a glitch. Let's just get everyone in. But believable scenes come. The Alfa on P1, Punjab in P2, T-Bar P3, Izzy P4 with the Aston, Zoltan P5, Hens and Ohms 6th and 7th, Lev in P8 for the Sierra P9, JR in P10, Evil Blade P11, Thomas unfortunately didn't. So JR, Evil, Ima, Sector, Donut Guy, Farkoff, and many more obviously DNFing. Gentlemen, make sure that your audio included into the Twitch, please. Click it in the party if you have already done so. But unbelievable. So go 5 safety cars in 15 laps. 5 in 15 laps. First 15. But I don't know what to say. T-Bar.
Yes, mate.
I'll start with you, mate. P3. I mean, tell us your race, mate. I mean, absolute scenes coming from the back of the grid, essentially, all the way up into 3rd position. I mean, tell us what you're thinking, mate.
Yeah, so I started dead last. I'm pretty sure 19th. And,
Yep.
Jeff wasn't really feeding me what I wanted him to say. He's pretty all over the joint tonight, as were pretty much the whole grid. But no, it was an interesting race. It was I was getting sick of doing all the safety car restarts, I tell you that. A lot of wings were lost.
5 safety cars in the first 15 laps. I mean, that's That's brutal.
Yeah,
And a half.
That's like tier 1 spec.
But apart from, were you worried about the rain? Because obviously a lot of the drivers were having a bit of difficulties going from dries to inters to back to dries again. I mean, what was going through your mind?
No, I made a good decision to get on the inters early, and then kind of followed Gumbo and Punjab's decision to go in and get on softs because the track was drying up quite fast. You could see in sector 2 it was really dry up the top, so I decided to slow down and get on slicks and see what we could do, but I couldn't catch them. They were too fast. They were probably towing each other along.
So obviously both Williams drivers have got points for the constructors, so that's some great amount of points. Tell us what was going through your mind with Omar Rose. Omar Rosen was catching up dramatically, and obviously you had a bit of a battle at one point, but Rose with the spin. I mean, were you always thinking that you were going to get a podium, or was it just essentially fit for survival at this point? Just get over the line.
Yeah, to be honest, I was having a bit of fun with the race. I was kind of slowing down a little bit to let her catch up and then have a bit of a battle, but she binned it in the last corner. So, as you can see, I think she was 17 seconds behind me, and I just started taking it easy and cruising along, and I saw she was catching up, so I was like, oh, we might be able to have the last lap battle between us, but unfortunately she ditched it into a wall.
Unfortunately, Max Verstappen. I mean, that's how it is for Baku. But let's go. So Punjab, you said your mic is broken, so we're gonna have to not do an interview with you, unfortunately. But the man of the hour, everyone has been talking about, Mr. Gumbo. What is going through your mind, mate? I mean, tell us.
Just shaking a bit, really. The last lap was a bit shaky. I got very lucky. Before I went on the inters, I was going to go on softs because Jeff said 5 minutes to rain, and I was like,
yep.
And then I saw the McLaren was heaps far back, and I'm like, oh, will they catch up? Do I go to the inners and then they'll have to catch up and we'll do an extra lap? And it worked out. And then as soon as I got on the inters, everyone was just slipping in front of me. And then, I just got in front and everyone just crashed behind me. So I just tried to keep it safe on the track the rest of the way. Other than my last little spin. I thought I was going to DNF then, actually.
We saw that you were 5 seconds ahead of Punjab, and then it went down to 3 or 2, and I was just like, could this be a P1 for Punjab? Your mate, by the way, which, this is his first ever race, and being P2, I mean, that's an impressive start for Tier 4. Wow. I mean, obviously with the safety cars coming through, tell us what you were thinking. I mean, it was a bit of a mess out there. I mean, were you always thinking that you did have a fair bit of contact in the midfield with a few drivers? I mean, essentially, were you just trying to do essentially like a T-bar and just survive it because of obviously how back it was?
Like, it's Div 4. Like, even I'm not the best at not contacting with people, but I don't know. I got real lucky, I suppose you could say. Just everyone around me just seemed to crash, and I just managed to scrape through, and yeah.
Bro, luck is on your side. I may not be religious, but every bloody angel is looking at you right now going, keep this man into P1.
5 hours of practice today. I told you that in the party earlier.
I did say, we did have inside information that Gumbo has been practicing for 5 hours.
Yeah, I did.
So, honestly, 5 hours worth it, I reckon. But
I don't know if I can do that for the next one. It's a long day.
I mean, what's the next one in the calendar? I am pretty sure. Yeah, it's Hungary. So that's 5 hours on Hungary. I mean, that's a long day. You must be very committed if that's the case. You must be very committed.
Sweating bullets, actually.
Mate, go have a drink, go calm down, obviously. First ever podium for you. I mean, congratulations, And, I mean, absolute scenes from Tier 4. Absolute scenes. But tune in next week, obviously, for Tier 4 in Hungary. A lot of heat, obviously, from Baku. So, might be a few grudge matches and stuff going on and grudge battles. But tune in next week for Tier 4 and tomorrow for Tier 2 as well for Baku. So, if Tier 3 was good and Tier 4 was good, then I can only imagine what's going to happen in Tier 2 then. But